Hello, my fellow paper crafters. My name is Lorraine, and I'm part of the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo team. And we all like to save a dollar wherever we can, right? Well, I have a great little money-saving tip for you, as well as a stretch your coloring out to the next level. I love my tags. I use them in all kinds of things. I love them on my mixed media projects, my scrapbook layouts, even my greeting cards, and of course those gift packages. So what I do is I go to my local Office Depot and Staples, and I buy these by the hundreds. But they're pretty generic, and they are not good for watercoloring, and that's my new technique of choice. I just can't get enough of the watercoloring. So what I do to turn it into something that can accommodate my watercoloring techniques is break out your handy gesso. I hope you all have this in your stash, because what it basically is, if you're not familiar with it, it's a primer for paper. So when you're watercoloring, you can't just start coloring on one of these inexpensive office tags, but you can if you break out your gesso. So all you're going to do is you're going to take your tag. I normally use a sponge brush, you know, one of those little cheapy, it's like a sponge on a stick, and that's what I use to put my gesso on. And then I break out, in this case, here's a little sample for you, and it has that nice soft watercolor look, no lines, no seams, and it just blends flawlessly. And this was created with my little inexpensive Office Depot tag. And I am in love with the new Prima. Well, I don't know how new they are, but they're watercolor confections, and I just can't get enough of these because the background that you can create with these is just phenomenal. So you go from your generic office tag to your little work of art with just a little bit of gesso and some watercolor mediums. I hope you give that technique a try, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.